Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided to the Co-Star, the official newspaper of the Borough of Belmar, and the Asbury Park Press on December 22nd, 2021, and notice of this meeting was posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building. Roll call, Councilman Brennan.
Here.
Councilwoman McKinney. Here. Mayor Walsifer.
Here.
Councilman McCracken.
Here.
And Councilman Carvelli is absent.
Thank you, April. If everybody could join me in salute the flag of our great nation. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody can remain standing for a moment for our troops, their families, and all our first responders. Thank you. Okay, workshop. I just want to bring up, and I'm not sure if the council knows this or not, but we had Sackman Enterprises was looking to do a development at 8th and Main. They did not want to reduce the scope of their project to meet the parking requirements and everything that's under the ordinance of our Seaport redevelopment. They filed a complaint court on us stating the state law, which allows them leeway on parking for if they put in charging stations. And I'm happy to say that last Friday, the court ruled and threw their complaint out, and they have to follow our Seaport redevelopment before they come back before us. So, Patrick, if you want to just elaborate on that a little bit, or
absolutely, hello, absolutely, Mr. Mayor. So, as Mayor and Council might recall, back in it started early January, Sackman Enterprises proceeded with the concept review aspect of the Seaport redevelopment plan. So what that entails is Sackman Enterprises was permitted under Seaport redevelopment plan to prepare a concept plan, submit it to the mayor and the administration and your professionals for a review for consistency purposes. The Seaport redevelopment plan requires a floor area ratio of 1.5. This is also known as the density of a building. Now that's where you hear overdevelopment, where a building looks almost too large for a piece of property. That's because the density normally exceeds the scope that is permitted. However, within the Seaport redevelopment plan, there's an exception that's built into compliance with the FAR, and that's provided that a redeveloper can accommodate all of its on-site parking that is enclosed within the building on-site. Now, if you can meet that parking requirement, you don't have to comply with the FAR, because the enclosed on-site parking has been already pre-considered by the Seaport redevelopment plan into the density of the project. So by complying with one, you comply with the other. It avoids having to submit duplicate proofs. Well, Sackman Enterprises back in, I believe it might have been March, if Mayor and Council will recall, there was a presentation where they submitted an application, they had insufficient parking, and they submitted, and there was a structure that was oversized. Mayor and Council, you guys struck it down, and thereafter they submitted a revised concept plan for review. The mayor and his administrative staff as professionals recognized that that project was oversized and was not properly, was not in accordance with the requirements of the Seaport redevelopment plan, so they rejected it for consistency purposes. Following that, on June 6, 2022, Sackman Enterprises filed a complaint seeking what's called the writ of mandamus, which, if they prevailed, would have required the mayor and council to appoint them as redeveloper pursuant to the concept plan that they proposed. Part of this is they were trying to trigger the exception by complying with the ED parking credit. The ED parking credit permits you to get, essentially, say you have to have 100 parking spaces, but you can only fit 90 for purposes of a minor site plan. You can make 10 of those spaces electric vehicle spots and thereby get a 10-car credit. So for up to 10%, you can get an extra car for every spot that you provide. We argued on behalf of the mayor and council that that wasn't the intent of the statute, and that the mayor and council did not act arbitrary and capricious, and that they are permitted under the law to require strict compliance and to require that Sackman Enterprise complies with FAR. And the court agreed. It sided with the mayor, its administrative staff, and the council, and found that the mayor and council did not act arbitrary and capricious in requiring consistency compliance with the Seaport redevelopment plan.
Thank you, Patrick. Anybody have any questions? Anything else under workshop? That's the only thing that I had. Bring up. All right. April, we'll move on to petitions. Do we have any?
No, I did not receive any.
Approval of minutes.
Could I have a motion to approve the minutes of the October 4th meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Actually, we're still short one, aren't we?
Wait,
Okay. I think we're still short. We only
No,
have two.
You were here for the 4th, right? Tom Carvelli and or no,
The fourth item, second, yeah.
yeah, the 4th you can.
there only needs to be two, a first, a second, and then two votes for,
Okay.
just a vote of the majority of those present that are able to go and vote.
Okay.
So take them separately.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Mayor Walsifer that made a motion to approve, and then Councilman McCracken, you were the second.
For October 4th, yeah.
So Councilman Brennan,
Abstain.
Councilwoman Kinney,
Abstain.
Mayor Walsifer,
Yes.
Councilman McCracken.
Yes.
Okay, and then can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the October 18th meeting?
Motion.
I'll second that.
Councilman Brennan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinney,
Yes.
Mayor Walsifer,
Yes.
Councilman McCracken.
Abstain.
Okay, reports of council. Council President McCracken.
Sure, thank you, Mayor. First thing I just wanted to take a minute to talk about, which I won't be long, is the most recent Shade Tree Commission that was held on October 25th. The tree inventory and management plan are complete, and the Shade Tree Commission had a discussion of those reports. There's two of them. There's an iTree ecosystems analysis, and then the Shade Tree inventory and management report. And it was determined that in placing new trees, the beautification of Main Street, replacing trees on Main Street that need to be replaced would be a priority. Just wanted to go through just a couple. Thank you. A couple notations in the report that I found particularly interesting. There are 1,850 trees in the borough. The total tree cover is 30.05 acres. Most common species of trees are London plane tree, Japanese flowering cherry, and Callery pear. The percentage of trees less than 6 inches in diameter is 27%. Pollution removal is 1,955 pounds per year. Carbon storage, 1,057 tons. Carbon sequestration, 28.72 tons. Oxygen production, 76.58 tons per year. Avoided runoff, 83.5 thousand cubic feet per year. And the replacement value is 5.38 million. So it's interesting, the numbers of that are in these reports, and when you read through this, the benefits that the trees provide to not only the beautification of our borough, but environment and home values and a bunch of other things. So the Shade Tree Commission's team remains to be active and meet, and we'll be moving forward recommending some of the recommendations that were in the report. Lastly, I'd like to thank Barry Trogu and his team for a successful costume contest and trunk or treat here last Friday at 6th Avenue and across the street, and also for coordinating a successful senior luncheon at DJ's last week. Everybody there seemed to enjoy it immensely. I'd like to thank the staff and the team at DJ's for hosting our seniors for that event.
Thank you. Is that report going to be up on our website, the tree report?
Yes. Yes, it's they're figuring out with April and Marshall how to get it up there now. If it's not up there already, it may be since the meeting. There were some technical challenges because some of it's PDF and others are Excel sheets, so they were trying to figure out how to compress those and whatnot. But yes, this is absolutely a public document that will be posted on the website.
Oh, great. Just want to please everyone to take a look at it. Councilman Brennan?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And Councilman McCracken, and that's why we have trees. That's why we need them. That's really, no, those numbers are really, really good. Really good. I don't actually have anything to report. I can tell you that, I don't know about your neighborhood, but 11th Avenue rocked last night with trick-or-treaters. We were definitely busy, so a lot of kids. I have the teacher experience of seeing former students bringing their kids to come and trick-or-treat at my house. Hi, Mr. Brennan. That was lovely. And I also just wanted to take a time to say, you know, this is our last meeting before the election next week. Make sure everybody votes. I want to congratulate all the candidates on running the campaign. From personal experience, it's not an inconsequential commitment of time to go out and campaign. Just, you know, let alone serving if you win. You know, and people who are willing to make that commitment, they should be congratulated. So, you know, all the best to all the candidates, and make sure you vote. And that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kane.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, so I also wanted to comment on the trunk or treat. I thought it was a great outcome. Kids and trunks and costumes and beach music, rock band kids, I thought did an awesome job as well. So great job with the trunk or treat. Our next recreation meeting is to be determined, so we kind of were gearing up for a lot of stuff happening at the end of this month, so we'll come up with a date for the next meeting. Our next ADA meeting is meeting November 17th at the library, 6:30 p.m. And then a couple cool things happening around the schools. Belmar Elementary has their Halloween parade with the Eagle Band playing on the front steps. They're doing a community service. The Community Service Club at Belmar Elementary is collecting candy to send to soldiers who are serving abroad. The annual lip sync show is Monday, November 7th in the auditorium, and the kindergarten Thanksgiving play is the morning of November 22nd in the auditorium, and Youth Government Day is coming up. That's December 1st. St. Rose Grammar School boys soccer are 11-1. They are going to the semifinals Monday. If they win, they are going to the finals. We are excited in the Kinney home because my son is playing soccer this year, so that's exciting. Picture day for St. Rose Grammar School, that's all this week. Pre-K to 7th is Thursday. Next week, cap and gown for the 8th graders. St. Rose High School placement test for the 8th graders is this Saturday morning, 8 a.m. at the high school. And end of the first trimester is already next week, 11/18. I can't believe it, or 2 weeks. And then in the high school, we're excited because the girls field hockey team are 14-1, and they are going to the playoffs for non-public B. That starts this Friday. If they win, they go on to like the finals for public, non-public B. My daughter plays field hockey too, so we'll merge on. But that's not the reason I'm reporting. Those are just the two good teams that are really. And St. Rose High School drama is this weekend. It's called The Puffs. It's at the Spring Lake Community House. Tickets are on sale now. And then the last thing, I wanted to just update everybody. We got some updates on the skate park. What's going on with the skate park? I'm going to ask Business Administrator Kirschenbaum if he will give us an update. And then that's the rest of my report.
Thank you. We're working on the RFP with April's office and our finance team. We're relying on Neptune Township, Tom Trevor. We have a lot of the information that has to go in the RFP. There is some state contract vendors that we've recently located, so hopefully we'll get that done within the next few days, if not next week, and we'll advertise next week. So there is a lot of progress on that. I'm going to talk to my committee once that RFP is completed to see if they have any input, and then we'll advertise.
Thank you. I just have a couple of things. I have to really congratulate our fire administrator, Ryan Delia. He went after another grant, and we have a piece of equipment that I think is the only one in the county that we're getting. It tests firefighters and first aid and anybody that are caught in a fire or have a smoke situation or anything like that. It'll tell immediately if they have the carbon monoxide in their system and that they have to go over to the hospital, so we get to check them right on site. So it was an expensive piece of equipment. He got it on a grant, and you know, Ryan does a great job for us looking out for all these little different grants that he gets a hold of. So he did a great job. If if anybody's passed Piano Plaza, the bronze statue is in place. It still has to be all decorated around the bottom, but it's a really beautiful piece of art. If anybody gets to stop and really take a look at it, it's really nice. It'll enhance Piano Plaza area. And I just want to congratulate our rec director, Barry, doing a great job, not only with the trunk or treat, but with all the seniors down at Taylor Pavilion. He's got a lot of programs going for them. So if anybody's interested in that, just make sure you check the website and try to get everybody after this pandemic back up and running. I know that we're going to start looking into some bus trips again for the seniors and doing different things for the seniors. So we'll be putting out Nexel messages for the seniors and letting them know when all that's going to be happening. But we're going to start working on all that now that we're pretty much out of the pandemic. And that's all I have. So we're going to move on to public session on any of the resolution items. Anybody has any questions on that? All right, April, seeing none.
Can I have a motion to close the public session?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a motion to adopt the resolutions as listed on the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Councilman Brennan?
Aye.
Councilwoman McKinney?
Aye.
Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
All right, we have no ordinances, so we are going on to public session. Anybody have any questions for that? Yes, Maria?
Good evening, all. I just thought about it, that I had the pleasure of going to Jack Bradford track and listen to Tom play with his four-piece band. They were great, entertaining, and the next one is the 21st of December. I think we should all go and support him. Yes. Thank you.
We're thinking, I don't miss much about my job. There's some things I miss about teaching school, but one of the things I really miss is that sing-along at the holiday concert. That's what I think we're gonna do.
We'll sing along, sing some holiday songs. Move it on.
Anybody else have anything for the council? All right.
Can I have a motion to close the public session and adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight.